about in developing with automation script. So till now we got test step. That is what you written. According to the test step, we are developing with automation script. We can consider, we can say that we done with automation testing. Till now, what we have been done, we can consider that we have been done with automation testing. But according to the real-time standards, we cannot consider it is an a 100% of automation. Till now, what we have been done, we can say that we done automation because we are referring with the manual step. According to the manual step, we got developed automation script. We can consider we have been doing the automation or we have been done with automation. But according to the real-time standards, we cannot consider we done with 100% of automation because according to the real-time standards, to go with 100% of automation testing, it's mandatory that we need to be get developed automation script based on this automation frameworks, or as simple as to say that we done with 100% of automation. It's mandatory that we need to be get implement automation frameworks. Once it got implemented automation frameworks, then only we can say that we done with 100% of automation testing. So let's understand what exactly mean by this. See the understanding. See the name. In the name itself, we can clearly understand. What is the name it is provided? What is the name it is provided? Automation frameworks. That means whatever the automation work we are doing, whatever the automation work we are doing, we need to be get frame. We need to be get frame into the proper structure. The automation work, or the definition of automation.
Recording in progress.
Folder structure with standard rules. In a very simple way, the meaning of automation framework, the definition of automation framework, we can say that creation of folder structure with standard rules. Now you can see how easy we can implement it. So what is the meaning of framework? What is the meaning of framework? Creation of folder structure with standard rules here. See the simple understanding. Clearly mentioning the creation of folder structure with standard rules here. So what kind of folders need to be created? What kind of standard rules need to be followed It's totally depends on that project. Based on that project, based on that project, or based on that client, based on that project and based on that particular client, you need to be get take care about. Based on the project, based on the client, you need to be get take care about in following or doing that particular folders and taking with standard rules here. Still, if you want to be get understand in a very simple way, as simple as the concept of automation framework. Let's consider your laptop. In your laptop, you guys are maintaining the data. That particular data you got maintained in one folder or multiple folder? In one folder or multiple folder? Multiple folder. So other than that, the best example we done with manual testing. When we are working with the manual testing, we got created the folders here. What is the reason of created that folders in manual testing? What is it? Easy maintenance and then easy access. So all the documents into one folder, templates into one folder, test scenarios into one folder, cases one folder, execution one folder. So by that, when you are maintaining that particular folder, it's not like maintaining the folder. You follow that standard rules also. Under the templates folder, what you provided? Under the templates folder, what you provided? You provided all the project related templates. Under the test scenarios, what you provided? You got provided test scenarios. Is that under test scenarios you copied templates? No, right? Under scenarios you maintained only scenarios. Under the test cases you maintained only test cases. That standards you followed, that folders you created. Because of manual testing, you done with the right click, create new folder, everything manual. But now the same thing coming with automation testing. As part of manual testing, the terminology you are using folder structure. As part of automation testing, rather than calling as a folder structure, what is the technical terminology? Automation framework. As simple as the meaning of automation framework. What is the meaning of automation framework? Creation of folder structure with standard rules. So how many folders need to be created? What are all the folders need to be created? It's totally depends on that project. It will depends on that client. But if you consider your laptop, in your laptop, you guys will be creating multiple folders. When you create with multiple folders, you can refer any laptop. Any laptop, by default, you will have the folder of downloads. Downloads folder will be there or not? Any laptop, any company laptop, any configuration laptop, by default, you will be able to see in having with the folder of downloads here. That means it can be any laptop, you can create the folder, but you will be able to see some common folders will be available. In a similar way, while working automation framework also, you can work with any framework. Whatever the framework you want to work, you can work with any automation framework. There are different types of frameworks are there. Slowly will get understand. But for now, as simple as while working with any automation framework, you need to take care about in following with the respective standard rules.
Recording in progress.
That is, the one you will consider, make a note of this. The one you will be consider mentioning the design of design of automation framework. The first one, design of automation framework. The first one, design of automation framework. And the second one, consider that design of automation scripts. Design of automation scripts. The one you will consider design of automation framework, and then consider design of automation scripts. So any framework you are working, whatever the framework you are working, you have to take care about in following with these particular two standards. You have to take care about in following with these two standards. In that, the one it will be considered design of automation framework. Another one, design of automation scripts. Now, according to the real-time standards, according to the real-time standards, design of automation framework taking care by test lead. Design of automation framework taking care by test lead. And then design of automation script. Design of automation script taking care by tester. Taking care by tester. So now the whole conclusion in a very simple way. Meaning of the framework: creation of folder structure with standard rules. What are all the standard rules need to be followed? It depends on the client requirement, or it depends on the project. But while working any project, any automation tool, any framework, you have to take care about in following with the two standard rules. In that first one, what is the first one? Design of automation framework. What is the second one? Design of automation script. According to the real-time standards, design of automation framework taken care by test lead. Design of automation script taken care by tester. So now our main job role need to be get taking care about. Our main job role is need to be get take care about in design of automation scripts here. But as part of the learning, we'll go with both the things to have a more better understanding. First, we'll understand how we can design automation framework, After that, we'll get understand about in designing with automation script. Let's see that. Let's go with first step. What is the first step need to be done? Design of automation framework. Meaning of the framework? Meaning of the framework? Creation of folder structure with standard rules. That means this particular test lead, the test lead, not like writing all the code. He will take care about what kind of the folders need to be created, and according to that project, what kind.
Recording in progress.
Program under Eclipse, what we are creating? What we are creating? Taking with project. Okay. Under project, what you are creating? What you are creating? Taking with package. Okay. Under package, what you are creating? What you are creating? Class. Under the class, what you are creating? Which you will be taking with code. So which need to be taking care about the respective code. The one you will be taking with Eclipse under
Recording in
eclipse. You
progress.
will be taking with eclipse common activity. You need to be taking care about in creating with one project. All the steps you are already knowing, just followed with the same. Creating with one particular project. Which project we are creating? Which project we are creating? Which you will be taking with Java project. You will be taking with Java project. Need to be get provide the project name. Need to be get provide project name based on your comfortable. Based on your comfortable. You can provide any project name. Based on your comfortable, you can provide any of the project name. Whatever the name you want to be get provided, you can provide any of the name. So for now, considering that, which you will be taking with mentioning about batch 28. So based on your comfortable, you can provide any of the name. That doesn't make any problem. That you will be taking with considering that creating with one particular project. Creating with one particular project, that will be created one project. Okay. Once project is created, what is the next step? Package. Need to be create package. Taking with new, and then taking with package. So we need to be get provide the package name. You can provide any package name. Whatever the name you want to be provide, you can provide any of the name according to real time standards. According to real time standards, suggestible that package name need to be start with com. Not like mandatory, but it depends on it. In general, it is suggestible that to get started, taking with the package name and started with com. Then giving with dot. We are working with project. What is the project we are working? What is our project name? No. Application name. HRMS, right? So the project, the application we are working as part of automation testing. What is application we are automating? HRMS. That is what the project name or application name. What exactly that application name? What exactly that application name is there? Need to be get provide. That particular application name. So in general, it will started with com and then providing with application name and then taking with dot and considering that taking with this particular lip need to be get provided that particular respective name. So you can provide any of the name. You can provide any of the name considering that taking with com dot hrms dot lib. Not like mandatory need to go in the same way. Not like mandatory need to be just go with in the same way. That is what the general standards followed by real-time projects or real-time people. For example, if you want to just look into one of my project, you can see how we got provided our package name. See the package name. Started with com dot we given with GE. That GE we work with the client of GE. Meaning of GE? General Electronics. We work with the one of the project. We work with the client for General Electronics. That is what GE. And then taking AE. That is what the project name. Aviation. GE, our client, General Electronics, AE, Aviation, that is the main project name. Under that, SEED is the sub-project name, and then doing with automation, and then giving the package name as actions. That means by seeing that particular package name, the people can understand that who is the client, what is the main project, what is a sub project, what is a package name. All the details able to get understand. That is how the package names will be provided. But not like mandatory that need to be just go with in the same way. It's totally depends on that project. Based on that project, according to that client and according to the test lead, will come up with in providing with all these names here. Because of that, according to our automation framework standards, what is the first step need to be done? What is the first step? Design of automation framework. Who will take care of that? Who will take care of that? Test lead. So all these naming convention, how many folders, what are the standard rules as a fresher level or as a tester, by default you cannot get all that information. Because of that, the test lead already having working experience, so he can understand that, he can come up with in taking with all that particular names, all that particular folder structure. So because of that, according to the real-time standards, always design of automation framework taking care by test lead only. So this is how he will create one folder. Let me create one more folder. Creating the folder is nothing but what need to be created? What need to be created? Package. So one package is equal to one folder. One package is equal to one folder in workspace. Okay, let's see that. So taking with that particular respective package, you need to be get provide. Taking with package name, considering that com dot hrms dot taking with test scripts. Now, according to our project requirement, how many folders we created? How many folders we created? How many folders? 2 folders here. According to our requirement, we created, considering the slip, we can consider one folder. Test script, we can consider one more folder. Now, let's come to the framework. Meaning of the framework? Creation of folder structure with standard rules here. We got created the folders. For that folders, we need to be get apply the standard rules. That standard rules, it will vary from project to project. That standard rules are simple as, if you take your manual testing, you created folder, test cases. What you are maintaining in the test cases folder? In the test cases folder, what you are maintaining? All your project related test cases. In the test scenarios folder, what you are maintaining? All the scenarios related to that project. In the similar way, here also we are following some standard rule. See that. First we got created project and we created package. Under package, what you will create? What you will create? Class. Creating with class. Need to be get provide. Need to be get provide the class name. Need to be get provide the class name. Taking with class name. Based on your comfortable. Based on your comfortable, you can provide any of the class name. Based on your comfortable, based on your comfortable, you can take with
कनेक्ट झाला నాది ఇంకా కనెక్ట్ అయ్యో అవసరం కావో అవసరం కాను కావో అన్నీ వస్తుంది నాకు చూపిస్తలేదు అంటే రోజు పెట్టుకోవా
Recording in
objects
progress.
related to whole application. Related to whole application. That means according to our framework. According to our framework, we are following with the standards are providing tested data and objects in the class name of global. So now our very simple understanding in the class name of global, what we are providing? What we are providing? Tested data and application related to only one test case. Is that we are maintaining only one test case? No, it's related to whole. Done. Similar to that, we got another class name. What is the class name? What is the class name? Taking with general. We got another class name. Taking with general. Now here we are taking with to provide considering that to provide all reusable functions. To provide all reusable functions, or you can consider as a methods. You can consider as a functions, or you can consider as a methods. We can consider function, or we can consider methods. Now you can say that to provide all reusable functions are taking with methods related to whole application. Related to whole application. Now see the understanding. In the class name of general, what you are maintaining? What you are maintaining? All reusable functions related to whole application. Did we providing any test data here? No. Are we providing any objects in the class name of general? No. Where we are providing test data? Where we are providing test data? Global. That is what some standards we are following according to our framework. Based on our project requirement, we are following with the standard rules in taking with global.java, taking with all these particular test data and objects, taking with general.java, taking with all reusable functions here. Similar to that, we got another folder. What is another folder? What is another folder? com.hrms.test script. In simple, test script. So we got the folder is test script. Following with the standards in maintaining, automation script, So here we need to be get maintain. All our automation script. We need to be get maintain all our automation script. So all these particular standard rules, all the folder structure created by test lead, taking care by test lead. This is how test lead will come up with in creating all that particular respective folders and the respective files and the respective standard rules. Then it will hand over to testing team. The test lead will inform to the testing team. So testing team, this is what our framework. According to our framework, you need to follow the standard rules. As an example, in global, we have to maintain test data and objects. In general, we have to maintain all reusable functions. Under test script, we have to maintain our actual automation script. So by following these particular standards need to be get developed automation script. Then taking with testers. What is the job role of the tester? According to this automation. According to the automation, design of automation scripts, not framework. Design of automation framework, taken care by test lead. Design of automation scripts, taken care by tester. So as a automation tester, our job role as an automation tester, our job role
Recording in progress.
You need to be get design. You need to be get design all these particular automation script. You need to begin design all these particular automation scripts based on this particular manual test cases. This is not working. Huh? Okay, let's see that. I'll cross check on that. Yesterday also that URL not working. I'll see that. I'll check that. I'll cross check that. Okay. Let's see that. Let's consider. Now we need to begin take care about in developing with automation script by having with manual test cases. Based on manual test cases, we need to begin take care about in developing with automation script. Okay. Further, again, all the concepts are same as simple as need to begin start working with Selenium. If you want to begin work with Selenium, what we required? What we required? Jar files has been required. Based on jar files, what we can access?
Recording in
password.
progress.
After that, click on login button. After that, click on logout option. What is the last step? Close application. Already you are knowing. Previously, I make you comfortable with all the syntaxes to work with text box, to work with drop down, to work with checkbox, to work with frames, to work with alerts. All the individual syntaxes you got understand. By taking with the help of those things, you are working on the framework concept. Now, let's see here. Let's see here. Taking with, first is global.java. We got global.java. Now here, according to our framework standards, what we are maintaining? What you are maintaining? What you are maintaining, guys? Test data and objects related to whole application. So whoever the tester is working need to be follow the same steps according to that framework. Now let's go with our first test case related to first test case will provide test data. Now related to our test case of login logout, what is the test data we required? URL. What is the test data required? URL, username, password. These three required. For now, according to our test case, we required URL, username, password. The same thing you will provide. Now we can see how we are defining it. I'm taking with public string and then taking with URL. Need to be get provide that particular URL. After that, taking with public string and then taking with username. Need to be get provide that particular respective username. After that, taking with the string and then taking with password, need to be get provide that particular password. Now we can see how we can utilize combining all the Java concepts also. This is you are already knowing it. As simple as this part is considering as data type and this is variable and this is variable value. Use of data types and variables. Use of data types and variables. Representing with the data. So according to that project requirement, you are taking care about in utilizing all that Java concepts. Now you can see here, we got taking care about in defining with test data. Okay, similar to this, in this particular class name of global, apart from test data, what need to be provided? What need to be provided? Objects, or you can consider as a elements. You can consider as a projects, or you can consider as a elements here. Now, according to our test case, the test case we are working with login, logout. What are the objects we required? What are the objects we required? Username text box, password text box, login button, logout link. These are the objects. So whatever the test case you are automating, related to that particular test case, whatever the objects has been required, all that objects you need to be defined. Identifying the objects, You are already knowing it. So how you will identify the objects? By using inspect option. How many types of techniques? How many types? How many types? 8 types here. So based on tester comfortable, based on the tester comfortable, you can utilize any of the technique. Now you can see here, I'm taking with public. I'm taking with public, considering the string. Okay, let's see that. This is consider as username text box here. This is one text box. So because of that, which text box it is? Login name. So because of that, for our easy understanding, I'm taking with txt, considering as text box here. No sir, I'll write full form as text box. You can write. That standards will vary from one project to another project. So that standards definitely it will vary from one project to another project. So I'm taking with txt underscore taking with login name. Now equal to identify the objects. How many techniques we got? How many techniques we got? 8 techniques. That particular 8 techniques, you can follow any of the technique. Taking with inspect, I got a name option. I'm taking with this particular name option. I'm taking with this particular name option, providing that particular name here. Okay, done. Next, taking with, considering that, taking with public and then string. Again, text box only. Which text box? Which text box? Password. Taking with password and then consider equal to. What is the name of that? txt password. No sir, I will go with XPath. You can provide XPath. I'll go with ID. You can provide ID. Whatever you are comfortable. We are not at all doing the new thing. Previously, I already make you comfortable. Object identification, all the syntaxes, taking the help of those things and working with frameworks concept here. Now, we got taking with username text box, password text box, and then consider another one that we will be taking with string, and then taking with button. We will be taking with button. That particular button, which button it is? Login, which we will be taking with login. Okay. Now, what is the name of that? What is the name of that? Taking with submit. So the name of that particular button, the name of that particular button, considering that submit. Okay. Then taking with public and then consider string and then taking with, we got button. What is another object we required? Logout link, that is in a link. So because of that, considering that link only. So link underscore taking with logout equal to, you need to be get provide, you need to be get provide logout. Now assume that you are automating another test case of add employee. If you are automating another test case of add employee, again related to add employee, whatever the test data required, whatever objects required, you need to be get provided. For example, if you want to be get automate another test case of add employee related to add employee, apart from this, what is the data you required? Related add employee, what is the test data required? Username, password you already got. PIM is test data. Test data, what you required? Entering the first name and entering last name. You are entering the first name. You are entering the last name. That is the test data. That particular data you need to be defined it. And all that particular objects need to be defined it. Now we can see when you are working this particular framework concept, when you are taking with this particular framework concept, we need to be get taking care about in having with the respective standards according to our framework. We are following that particular structure. First we got taking with global. In global, what we are maintaining? Tested data and objects. We provided only those things. Did we write any other extra code here? No. We provided only test data and objects. That standards you are following it. Similar to that, you will be taking with general. Similar to that, you will be taking with this particular general. If I'm taking with general, what need to maintain here? What need to be maintained? All reusable functions, nothing but methods. What is the use of the method? Use of the method to perform an action. How many types of methods? How many types of methods? Two types. What are those? Predefined, user defined. Meaning of predefined? Defined by the language. Meaning of user defined? Defined by the user. So till now we are working with predefined methods. Send keys method, click method, get title method, get text method, everything we are working with predefined methods. By taking the help of that predefined methods, by taking with the help of that particular predefined methods, we need to be get coming up with in writing with user defined methods. By taking the help of that particular predefined methods, we need to be get coming up with in working with user defined methods. So you're already knowing all the Selenium methods. That is why I told that to document it. Documenting that 5 pages. Not documented. Huh? Yesterday I told that need to document. By when it has to be completed? Tomorrow, right? By tomorrow it's need to be done. Day after tomorrow, 26th. Okay. So by 26th, by Thursday it's need to be done. I required all the list of the methods. Whatever the methods we discussed, you have to document it and then write the description also. Otherwise, still if you are more interested, rather than maintaining in the 5 pages, you can maintain the 5 pages well and good. Otherwise, you can create one Excel file. Best we can create one Excel. In the Excel file, create the 2 columns, method name, second column, description. In that Excel, provide all the method name and then provide all the description. That will help you a lot in further also. When you're attending with the interviews, you can just look into that Excel. You can easily understand that what are all the methods of Selenium and what are all that particular description here. So please complete that particular assignment. Tomorrow you will get understand that in writing this user defined methods and will continue this particular framework concept. Always remember that, again I am saying that automation framework is the very most important concept. Without learning automation framework, without learning the automation framework, you never get in a job. Unfortunately, by lucky, if you got in a job also, Uh-huh. Taking the second month salary and coming to ground floor here. So because of that, please take the practice. Up to today, what you done will make the different part. From tomorrow, you need to start taking the practice of all the frameworks. Till now, what you done will make you one part. Now, what you will be doing will make you the different part. Because according to the real time, 99% you need to be get work on the frameworks. But to work on the frameworks, first you need to be comfortable with all our previous things. So because of that, please take care about all the syntaxes what we discussed. So tomorrow we'll be applying all the syntaxes step by step. So please refresh all the syntaxes along with the Java concepts also. Okay. Please take care about the practice. Please take care about the practice. And this Sunday, exam is there. Timings? Timings 10 to 11. Sunday exam will be there only on manual testing. Timings will be 10 to 11. Have a plan according to that. Carry on. Thank you.